Hi everybody, welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft Season 4 Episode 56, I think. It's tapping next door. Anyway, I left off, I moved on a little bit since last episode, and I realised that I was a few versions behind in TF in Motion, so I've updated the pack. The other thing I realised is that I was, how do I put it, running blind when I was doing the exploration, so I was intending to head that way, which will take me back over to my home point. But what I've done is I deleted the map data, and then I've just gone in creative mode and quickly recovered everything I know from this particular thing, so our home thing. And then we did this trip here, which has brought us round here. And also down there should be spawn and the kimberlite, which are the two things we definitely know and that haven't changed. So it's going to make mapping and traveling and exploration a lot easier for us. The update, of course, has done one other thing. Well, for one thing, there's jetpacks, which are a long way off. But Thermcraft, if we were to, we were aiming for the alembic, which we need to go and have a look at this in the expansion here, and the alembic has been changed to a wooden bucket, so yeah, that's fixed. However, I realise I am missing one very important thing. I have no silverwood. So instead of going off and doing our thing and, you know, just getting in there, we've got food. We're not short of food. We are going to continue our explorations today and try and find an enchanted forest, and more importantly some silverwood, because without that, oh hello, we seem to have the prospects, a very large sample. Okay, new one, new, very large sample of water shards. That should be enough too, and there should be also potentially some air shards, because and there's a bauxite as well. I probably should try and make a new pro pig. Now I've got two choices really. One is I could finish the circuit and then come and sail back here, which I think might not be a bad idea. Go back, reprovision, re-equip, and then head, because that will allow us to remap this thing over here, seeing as it's now no longer mapped. Yeah, that's probably the way to handle this. Otherwise we are, you know, we've got no thing. I mean, again, I can do, oh hello, there's a node there, let me just get that. I know about that one up, there's one up there which is a Terra and Aqua. Yeah, there's a little Terra node up there which I've scanned already. So yeah, that was my plan really. Just I've kind of pulled our map and map knowledge back several versions, if you like, so we have the joy of exploring all over again, and at least exploring things that are going to be different, whereas as we were running around, then yes, it would be different, but we didn't actually know where we'd been for it to be different. Does that make sense? I think it makes sense. Anyway, so I'm going to continue heading off this way. I'm going to probably harvest this protein here, because we'll have it while we're going, and then we'll head back. We'll get a new pro pick, we'll get a new axe, and a reprovision for an extended. Oh, we've got some potential surface bauxite here. Okay, yeah. So I'll be back in a little while. I think I found some air shards, and they're right close to home as well. I'm just trying to see if there's an easy. Well, obviously the caves are down there are dangerous, but this is about the best supply of air shards I've seen. We just need to figure out an easy way into. Oh my god, they're everywhere. All right, I suppose the easiest way is down here, isn't it? Then let me go and have a look, because that over there is our island. That's where we live. And we've just kind of skirted around this. There's still stuff over here, but yeah, we can chop that and that gives us the access we need, and then we can come down here with the pro pick and we can mark it on here. I'm not going to dig them now because they're obviously very close to home. I just wanted to small. Oh well. Okay, so that's a J and a new and a new, and that is a small surface air shard. And a nice little, no, yellow, because they are kind of a yellowy colour. There we go. All good. Right, so that's that. We just need to do a little bit more just to map around this island, just so it's done. And then I shall head back and resupply fully. I think I'll re-equip. I may even re-armor. I might go and make the might go and make some iron armor if we have enough. Yeah, these air shards are everywhere. There's even prospective gold down there. There's a lot of air shards, which is good. Yeah, let me just finish off hunting around. Another day is almost over anyway, and I shall be right back. Alright, we're back. Didn't really push that island all the way around, and because obviously I'm going to go out exploring to try and find the yeah, Silverwood, that's the word. Oh, she's still here, she's not left. Hi. Okay, so we have got a little bit of tidying up of our inventory to do, and pardon me, and obviously we need to, where would I put, if I was Duke, where would I be? I would be in here. So, and there's a few things I want to try as well, because how do I put this? There are, I've been made aware, I suppose, is the way to think of this. I have been made aware of things that I was not previously aware of. Glowstone goes in there. That's empty now, and we'll pop that in there. Bushes in there. So yeah, there are things oh, that's not bushes. No, that's leaves. Okay, that's why I thought that was bushes. Right, yeah, we'll get there eventually. Jet is a peculiar one. I'm going to stick that into miscellaneous because it really doesn't have a home. Yeah, so I'm going to do my bits here, and then we're going to try a few things out that I was not previously aware of. Magnetite is that's empty. Yep, carrots, tropical milkweed, stone knife. Yeah, back in a bit. All right, yeah, we're on back on the iron trail, and oh, I've been to left an onion in my inventory for some reason. Oh, I know why I've got an onion in my inventory. I took it out of the table, didn't I? So I want to make armor. Let's keep the cheese. Oh, damn it! Didn't want to do that. Tools, obviously. I think it would make sense to make a pro pick. Pro pick. Possibly a pickaxe. I mean, that's only got 12. It's a good durability, but it's not a lot. Pro pick, definitely we need. I think a saw is probably in order as well. Now I've got a. Did I like? Damn it! Did I light the bloomery? I did. I've got a bloom here which is ready to be processed, so we can at least get you done. That, and I have got 9 bars of iron already up here as well, which means that I can do 1, 2. So what we got? Pro pick, axe pick, 3 of those. And then this stuff here, the recipe for these is to make the chain sheets, which is to make the copper coil makes 16 links. Copper coil is made out of that. Well, obviously we're looking at doing the iron version, and its question is, do we want to go with chain? Now chain is very good against slashing, actually. Oh yeah, against piercing and slashing, not so good against crushing, which is probably why that bear was definitely getting the better of me. Now if we have a look at, let's have a look at iron. Obviously skip the so iron, wrought iron is good against piercing and slashing and crushing. Okay, and that is pierce. So this is much better against piercing and slashing, but not so good against crushing still. This is better against, so I think we might be better with that, but this obviously is expensive because we need to make 4. That's not too bad, is it? It's only 4 ingots, so I might go with iron armor. Might be worthwhile. Let me process as much of this up as we can and get some of these tools going and stuff. What was I? Pick. Oh, I wanted a saw as well, didn't I? So that should leave me with 5. That's enough for 1 piece of armor, plus those. That makes me do 11. That's enough for 2 pieces of armor. Yeah. Plus those will make it. I think we should be in the ballpark. All right, let's do what we need to do, and I'll be back with you in a little while. All right, we've got the bloom going. Let's get these first tools done then. So what I want to do is a axe. Let me just bring that up there, and then it's a hammer. All right. So that's what we're aiming for. All right, let me, that. There we go, 1 axe. Now what I actually wanted to try was this. Apparently we can recycle the tools off of these even though durability is gone. So I'm going to give this a try because it seems a little bit too good to be true to me. And it's going to take a while for that to heat up, but if that's the case, we should never have to break a tool again. You need to go there. I'm just obviously processing up the blooms here. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on that one, and I'm going to go and make a prospector's pick next, I think. Pro pick, if I can find it. There you go. So that is going to be all the way up there, down, maybe not quite that far, down and up, down and up, no, down and up, damn it, hang on, down, no, down a bit more, come here. Oh, damn it, so close. Damn it. Get there eventually, there we go, 1 pro pick. How's that going? That is getting hot, that's fine. I'm going to stick my Propic in there. I'm going to keep my eye on that one because that will melt and destroy. I think that's let's have a look. Use of that will give me a bronze ingot. Yeah. Okay, I am going to keep my that goes at white hot, by the way, so we may need to go a bit further with that. Keep my eye on this. I'll process these and I shall be back when this gets close to temperature, shall we? See you in a moment. Okay, this should be going any time. We're at brilliant white. Let me just give that another pump. Odd. Alright, do I need to place one of these in it? Or was it just because there was no durability, there wasn't enough durability left? I mean, that would make a certain amount of sense if that were the case. That one didn't even heat up, so I've just got these heating up ready to make the first piece of armor. Made all the other tools, so we've got the Propic and all of that going, and we're just going to pop the U in there and pump that a bit. Let's see whether we can get these to go. This is going to take a short while. This one may work, but again, it's less than half the durability, so I don't see why I would expect to get anything back from that. Who knows? Let's give it a try. Yep, you need to have that in, and then you get an ingot back. Cool. Right, well, I've got that going. That is there. That's still liquid. Come on, that's not. So we'll get you and the U welded and made into a sheet. No, a bit further. Just hammer it until you get it there. I mean, it's hardly rocket science. And these are going. This is getting there. So yeah, it's got a pretty cool feature. We'll get this up to a double sheet, and we can make our first piece of full iron armor, which will be nice. I may even enchant it. Alright, let me just get some more double sheets done and I'll be back with you. Alright, we're getting close. I've now got 2 doubles, they're ready to work. I've got a single and I'm just getting, I think these can be worked, and this will give us all the iron we need to make a full set of armor. So, not quite there. No. Had this, I've been banging these out like there's been no tomorrow. So yeah, the tools are definitely recycling. Absolutely brilliant. I love it. That one is just doesn't want to recycle, and I don't know why. However, we're going to start off with the chest plate. So we're going to go in and make a chest plate, and that is all the way up here and then down. No, okay. Almost. Let me take it down one there. Okay. Gotcha. Then we need to, what do we need to do for that then? Okay, well, let's heat it up for starters. Keep it warm. So what do you, unfinished with what? Oh, do you need to, we need to add another, oh god, okay, well that's alright. That's not as easy as I thought it was going to be. Doesn't matter, however. So we just need to get that back up to welding temperature. Because the use of that is that with a double to give us stage 2, and then we take it to here to there. Okay, with that. So similar here, this is a stage 1, the use of that with that. Okay, we can make a helmet as well then at the moment. And the helmet's actually, to be fair, is the more important of the two of any pieces of armor in this. Because you do need how do you put it? TFC, when you take damage, works out where you've been hit, and if you get hit in the head, you take a critical. So having a helmet is probably going to be more useful than having the chest plate, than any other piece of armor. So let's weld that and finish it. Same process. Not quite. Almost. Almost. There we go. One wrought iron chest plate. Finished. And then we've got the same to do over here with the helmet. So let's get that done. And then I can work on the greaves later. That's going to take a lot more work. And then same process again here then. That's not going to help me, is it? No, not quite. Not quite. Almost. Oh, damn it. Come on. Hang on. Let's go a bit further down. No. There. Helmet. Okay, we are good. I will drop that out. We're going to have to process more iron, however, to do that. I've got 1 ingot there. I've got 6 in there. That's 7. We need 2 double ingots, so that's 8. 8 for the greaves, and then another 4 for the boots. However, we probably should consider sleeping. Let me get some more iron done, and I shall be right back with you. Alright, I decided I'm going to enchant my helmet. Partially... Oh, we got boobs. What are they, bumps? I'm not for sure. Let's go with that. What did we get? We got protection. Wow. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. 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 Now, how much of an effect that will have, I genuinely do not know. I also now obviously need now to go and do some mob grinding in our farm. I've got another bloom running, and I've just set this armor stand up here, but wow. What can you say but wow? It's a definite wow, and I've got a bloom on me, of course. So I'm going to go and get some levels back while I wait for that second bloom to process. They don't have to be enchanted now. We can enchant them even when they've taken a bit of durability damage, because in theory this armor should last a good amount of time. As the stuff I've got's barely dented. You know, it's not a... TFC is not a combat heavy game, but when you do get combat, it is brutal. At least that's my impression of the way it's played. I mean, I've watched people play it and they've gone storming into things, into situations they should never have gone storming into, and have often survived, but most often not survived. So yeah, let me just go and do a few days of mob grinding. I've got, well, I should have enough food, I think. If not, I shall have to come back and grab some. But yeah, once we've got that done, we can finish off, get the suit of armor done, and I may just do another enchanting thing just to finish off, and then we can obviously, between episodes, I can do a little, while I'm editing and stuff, I can do a little bit of grinding in here. There was one thing I actually wanted to test while I was thinking. I saw this on the actual CurseForge forum, Someone's, I never knew this was a thing, but apparently if you right click a torch with a stick, it becomes a torch. Who knew? I'll leave you there. Probably not there. It doesn't really matter, but we can go down and grab a few levels, and yeah, so I'll be back in a bit. But other than that, that's a pretty cool feature, and we just got a little bit more iron processing to do now, so I'll get some levels and see you in a bit. Alright, I'm just processing up the last 2 blooms, and while I am at it, I am going to make a series of if I can get this right. So it needs to be there, and then oh no, that's right, yeah. I'm going to make some upgraded. Oh damn it. Let me get up there. The plan is to try and make some arrowheads like that. You get 4 per ingot, so yeah, and also some bolt heads to upgrade our damage from our projectile weapons, because obviously these are going to take a while, so we're going to obviously be working on these. There you go, and then we'll do a split, and that will go into the like that, and then we can start processing those as well. This obviously does its thing. This is doing its thing. This is getting closer to ready, so I'm just going to do a little bit of processing. I'll get these up to the sheet stage, and I shall be right back with you. Alright, I'm just waiting on this last piece of bronze. That plate had cooled down in my inventory, but we've cleared that up. We've got 2 doubles, we've got a raw iron sheet. I just want to double check it is, we have got a helmet and a breastplate, so it is greaves and boots we need. So let us start off with leggings, or greaves, technically. Okay, so we're going to come all the way over here, and then we're going to have to hammer, bend things. So hammer, bend. Wow, that was easy. Okay, I'm not going to complain. And then we can, well, that's still warming. I've made the arrowheads, and I'm just making the bolts at the moment. These are going to be the boots, and that is going to be bend all the way across, and then oh no, it's nope, too far. There we go. Oops. Alright, we're just waiting on that. We can get that one finished up. This is bolts. These are pretty straightforward. Eventually they're straightforward. Hang on, I've lost. You know what? I've made loads of these. Oh, of course it's. All right, it's cooled. Damn it. Almost there. I made 8. I made 3 lots. The 3rd lot and the 4th lot just decides to go completely foobar. So that's almost at the point. These can be done. I'll just finish this off first, I think, however. And that will give us a suit of armour worthy of going out into the world in, and hopefully a slightly better bows and the likes. Let's try that now. Bolt, and we need to go 1, 2, 3, bang. There we go. Told you it was easy. and that makes the bolts, and that makes the arrows, and we can pop those in there and those in there. Oops, something going on odd there, but there you go. No, there's not two. There really isn't two. There's one. There you go. Something peculiar happening in the world of that. Anyway, so we're going to take you, and we are going to weld those together. No? Damn it. Oh, crap. One too many double sheets. Oh, I don't believe I've done that. Well, we can get this one. Hang on a sec. Hang on a second. Let's keep that. And we can almost certainly find a use for that somewhere down the line. I've got one iron ingot in there, and I've got a bloom cooking through there, so we can get this and this going, and then finish that. To get the boots done. So that's done. I think we're going to need to go and grab that bloom and process that up. Damn it! I can't believe I made that newbie mistake. This is problem. The problem is you assume, and we're all guilty of this one. We make assumptions. The chest plate was a double and a double, and the helmet was a single and a single. The boots were a single and a single. So it stands to reason. I'm going to see if I can melt that down. I can, and reclaim the copper. It stands to reason, obviously, that therefore we can process this. So yeah, that's a bummer. It is not, however, a problem. What we shall do is I'm going to process this up until this is ready to process. As soon as that's... actually, I think I'll get this one lit. It's only charcoal. And then we can keep this hot as well. That is getting very hot. I'm guessing that the use of that one is, yeah, orange. It's not particularly high. We can keep that there going. So yeah, that is annoying. Very annoying, but oh well, I'll be back once we're ready to actually finish off the leggings. See you in a moment. Alright, I've done the first two ingots. They have gone in. We're turning them into a sheet. Not that time. There we go. We're going to pop the sheet in there just to keep that one warm and get it up there. In the meantime, I've got a little bit more of this to go, and we can get you and you. That can be welded and finished. Right, so that is hammer, bend, hammer, bend, hammer, bend, leggings, done. Right, we can turn this one off because that's all done with. This is just the iron left to process, so I will get this done. It won't take long, and but we've got a goodly amount of armor now, which is all good, and an extra ingot of copper. I will need to make another thing. I think we're going to have to, I'm going to do like a big prep session, not on camera, but a big prep to get everything ready. We've now got a full suit of this armor, which is all very nice, and I think the world will be good and somewhat happy, and we can then start taking the coal away, charcoal I should say, but you know, You know what I meant. So that's 5 ingots of iron spare as well, so all good. Now we do need, I think I'm going to need to make some more clay ingot molds, because they're breaking steadily over time. They are dying on me. Not that time, that was good, so we've still got 8 left, and iron went in there. So, what we got left to do, first things first, let me just go and grab a bit of that and a bit of that, make a lever. We've got quite a few zombies want to talk to our house guest. Well, it should be good to come in here and do that. And then we should be good to do that. Which is nice. And our armour is looking pretty good. So the last thing I want to do this episode, I think, let me just finish off this banana. Onion? Banana. Never ever accept fried banana from me. Let's do the chest plate. What we got? Going for the bumps and boobs again. Just because it has served me well so far. I say, there is no scientific, there is no actual link. There we go, some bumps. That gives us protection 3, last and unstable. Oh, I don't want that. Damn it. If I remember rightly, that means when things hit me, I go boom. Oh, well, let me quickly sleep, and then we'll mop up the area, and I think we'll need to go and re-level before we go out, so that's going to be a job for between episodes. And let us head out here and see what we can find, shall we? Because there's a Skeletron there. I'm quite happy for him to burn to death. Creeper. A dead creeper. He knows I'm here. There you go. That's how we deal with them. There's a blaze up there. I don't know exactly where it is, but they were all the zombies that were congregated were up there. So damn it. That'll do me. Grab those back. Let me just check how we're doing for those arrows now. How's the copper? We've lost a bronze one. Damn it. I don't mind losing the copper ones. It's the bronze ones I don't want. Or did I not pick up that one over with the creeper? Let me go and double check. Anyway, so that's cleared up the area. We do need to go and I'm getting the impression we've lost that arrow. That's a shame. We do need to prepare. I need to get some stuff together for the next episode. And as I say, I do need to actually up my food level, my level, before we go out there, because that would be suicidal not to, I think. Oh, we need a chisel. So, yeah, I will do that between episodes. I think we'll leave it at that. Got a nice suit of armour now and 2 items enchanted. And I think that will Oh, and obviously repaired all our tools as well. Our tools. So we shall grab a copper thingy and we will make a new chisel. Actually, I used my hammer as well, so we should do that, because I had to put my iron hammer in the anvil because I ran out part way through. Yeah, waffling. Let me shut up now. I will see you next time. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and bye for now.